My name is Sian Sutherland and I am founding partner chief of Mamma Mia Skincare. We are a skincare brand that launched 5 years ago in November 2005 in the US and the UK. We've got quite wide coverage now. We're probably in just over 2,000 stores and 5-star spas across the world. For me, networking is about meeting people and just being open to finding out about them and inevitably saying a little bit about yourself as well. Always remember to be interested in the person that you're talking to, because it's not all about you. Nobody's going to want to help you if all you're trying to do is sell stuff to them. Everybody's #1 favourite subject is themselves. So just bear that in mind when you're talking to people. If you want to open a conversation with anybody, you've never met them before, it's really just the same approach as making friends. There's nothing different about it. Talk to the organiser and say, I'm definitely coming along. To be honest, there are 3 people I would love to meet. Can you engineer an introduction for me? Because otherwise you will just feel really frustrated that you're standing at the edge of the room and you're going to miss an opportunity. You don't want to break into those tight little groups. You've got to be very careful not to be selling all the time. So sometimes you may meet somebody and you think, wow, that could be a really great connection for me. But don't just think you've got to close it at that time. You know, just start a conversation and say, do you know, I really think it would be useful for us to have a cup of tea another time. And specifically talk about that, because I've got some thoughts that I think might be interesting for you, and maybe we should just have half an hour and see if there's anything that we could be doing together. Sort of leave them hanging, rather than say, I'd love to talk to you about this, this, this and this. Whereas if you're a little bit more evasive about it, and then you've got a chance to have a one-to-one with them, so much more useful. Because at that one-to-one, both of you are going to be more minded to perhaps get something out of it. Make sure your business card says something about your brand, or you as a person, or your services, or something. Really think about it. When you're giving that card out, you're giving something that is the only reminder of you, so make it work very, very hard. So if you've met somebody who you think they could be really interesting, and you may have no idea whether they're interesting to you now or in the future, but there was just a connection there that you thought, oh, I like that person and I'd like to further that in some way, then always make sure you follow it up. I send them a bundle of goodies. So the next thing they know, they'll get a little email from me saying, it was really great to meet you and I really enjoyed it, and can I just check that this is your address? So immediately they're thinking, oh, what's on the way to me then? And then I'll send a little bundle of Mamma Mia goodies, because everybody loves to receive beauty products. And then it's just a lovely thing that they're going to use those products, and even if they share them out in the office, for us it's a great way of putting the word out, spreading that kind of brand awareness in the right circle of people. So you could do that with any kind of products, or just send a little something. It's really a nice gesture. The great thing about the internet is everybody has the same size voice. So it's not just about spend, it's about being smart and savvy and witty and using that medium to the best potential. We use social media networking a lot at Mamma Mia, and particularly the US and the UK, which are our 2 biggest markets. We use Facebook, we use YouTube. So I think social networking is a fantastic tool for us. Don't always think, oh, I should only go and network and talk to the people that I can see a very clear direct benefit or link to what I do as a business. You never know where it's going to come from. So that's why I think it's so open to just talk to everybody, because they could be the one that could really help you in your business. My approach is always to be open-minded. You never know where things are going to come from. They always come from the most random situation. I mean, for example, our chairman, Bob Nielsen, based over on the east coast of the States. He is the man in the beauty industry. Was 55 years president of Estee Lauder. So in my business, he's the guru. And so to have him as chairman of our business is a phenomenal thing for us. And that came about by Tanya, one of my fellow founders, meeting the woman who used to run Nordstrom and Harrods and runs a big luxury fund, meeting her on a beach. 3 years later, Mamma Mia is launched, we're out there, we have a little meeting with her just to say this is where we are, and guess what, we're looking for further funding and we're looking for help in the US, and she gave us a direct introduction to Bob Nielsen, and 6 months after that he invested in our business, we made him chairman, And that's a huge validation for us as a business to have that caliber of person wanting to invest. So it's a great example of just be positive, be really open-minded. You never know what can happen.